Durga, the sum of all gods. Mahishura was a mighty buffalo asura. He was the nemesis that his grandmother Diti had invoked to avenge the massacre of her Daitya sons by the Devas. Ravaged at the loss of all her sons, Diti, resorting to her primeval roots, had told her daughter to evoke the powerful buffalo spirit of the land and birth of a formidable buffalo son who would overpower the enemy Devas. So, Ditti's daughter had taken the form of a she buffalo and performed severe tapasya to compel Brahma to grant her a son in consequence. Brahma had bid the Asura Ramba of great aesthetic power to become an ox and mate with Ditti's daughter. The son thus born from that union was the mighty buffalo Mahisa. Being an Asura, he became the leader of the Asuras and challenged the Devas, and then routed them so thoroughly in battle that they couldn't master a counter attack. Then he ransacked the heavens and, usurping India's domain, began terrorizing all the heaven dwellers. In desperation, the gods went to Vishnu and Shiva for help. He has subjugated Indra, Surya, Yama, Agni, Chandra, and Varuna, they cried. He has thrown all the gods out of heaven, and now they wander on earth like mortals. He is so powerful that even our combined forces could not defeat him. You have to help. Think of some way to bring about Mahisha's death, or we all will be annihilated. Hearing about Mahishasura's fighting prowess, Vishnu and Shiva realized that because he was involved from the womb of a primordial mother, the individual male strength would not suffice. They would have to create a force that equaled the energy of the feminine. Evolving fury within themselves, they focused it between their brows, which is the inward third eye, and from the intense frown that settled there, they each emitted energy. Then from the bodies of the other gods, more energy emerged. All this energy combined, creating a mass like a burning mountain reaching the sky. From this mass, a feminine form took shape. Her face was formed from Shiva's vitality. Yama's potency created her hair. Vishnu's force gave her arms. From the moon, her breasts were shaped. From Indra, she received her waist. From Varuna, her legs and thighs, and the light of Budeva made her loins. Her feet came into form through the energy of Brahma. Her teeth was created by the brightness of Prajapati, and her eyebrows were shaped by the twilight of Sandhya. Her toes were formed by the rays of the sun, her fingers by the Vasus, her nose by Kubera, her ears by Vayu, and her three eyes by the energy of Agni. She was the great goddess, and looking at her, the gods felt triumphant. Now they equipped her with weapons from his trident. Shiva gave her a trident. Vishnu drew a discus from his own and handed it to her. Varuna placed a conch in a hand and Agni a spear. Maruti provided her with a bow and a quiver full of arrows. Indra drew Vajra from his thunderbolt for her and also gave her a bell from his elephant Airavata. Yama equipped her with a rod from fate and Varuna gave her his noose. Prajapati made her a necklace of beads as white as milk and also earrings, finger rings, and bracelets. And Brahma handed her an earthen pot. Kala gave her a transparent sword. Sesha fashioned her a necklace of serpents, and Himavata provided her the lyre for her ride. The goddess became the warrior supreme. When she pulled the string of a bow, the twang echoed in the three worlds. When she shouted, the whole firmament reverberated with the sound. The worlds shook, the seas trembled, and the mountains quaked. When Mahishasura heard these sounds, he wondered who this was, with power so immense that the universe shuddered. Then he gathered his Asura forces and tens of thousands of horses and chariots and soldiers, and they all rushed towards the goddess with Chikasura, Mahisasura's general, at the head. Then the gods too brought the troops, hundreds and thousands of them, and the two armies clashed in a war, the likes of which the cosmos had never before witnessed. The goddess was unassailable. Whatever weapons the Asura hurled, she cut, cleaved, and smashed them. She bound thousands of Asuras in her noose and chopped off the heads of thousands more. Mighty Asuras, the leaders of mighty troops, were all struck down by her, as she, her face serene, moved through the enemy troops like a whirlwind of weapons. All the while, her lion, his mane ruffled in wrath, emitted his own loud roars. The goddess routed the Asura armies in no time at all, and the battlefield of earth became a river of blood, strewn with limbs and heads of both Asuras and animals. Victory to the goddess, the gods shouted. As the goddess was destroying his troops, Mahisha himself was in the thick of battle, shattering bows with his snout, crushing heads under his massive hoofs, slashing throats with his tail, ripping limbs with his horns and jaws. Then he turned to attack the lion on which the goddess was riding. When the lion roared, the buffalo struck his hoofs on the earth, causing mountains to tremble and seas to overflow their shores. Seeing her lion under attack, the goddess threw her noose around Mahisa's neck and bound him. His buffalo body trapped. Mahisha abandoned the body and took the form of a lion to match the goddess's mount. And when she cut off his lion's head, he appeared before her in the form of a man wielding a sword. When the goddess struck down the man and destroyed his sword, he immediately became an elephant and grabbed the goddess's lion with his powerful trunk, but the goddess cut off the trunk as well. Laughing widely, the goddess guzzled wine and, smacking her lips, challenged Mahisa once more. The Asura, taking his buffalo shape again, began to hurl mountain missiles at her, but she shattered each one with the arrows and mocked him. Then she flew up and, planting a foot on his throat, pierced it with a spear. The blow of a foot and the thrust of the spear was so great that the body of the Asura was pushed halfway out of his own mouth. But he battled on until the goddess cut off his primordial head with a mighty sword. When Mahishasura died, the gods and all the inhabitants of the three worlds rejoiced. They praised the goddess and called her Durga because she was invincible. It's a myth from the Puranas.